Good evening, Spartan football fans. Welcome to the Mayo Spartans YouTube channel. We've got an exciting night here at Whitney Stadium, campus of Mayo High School. I'm Matt Bodine. We'll be joined by multiple people throughout the night. We'll introduce them as a combo. We've got green and gold night tonight. First look at the squad for the 2025 season. We've got a lot of exciting things in the works for this season as well. We're going to be basically doing a dry run through, making sure everything is working for the home games. We're going to stream every home game right here. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you get a notification, turn on alerts, whatever you got to do to stay connected to Mayo Spartans football. Also, social medias you're going to want to get in touch with: Instagram, Facebook. More information about those throughout the season. You know how to find that stuff. Go find it. Mayo football would be a good search term. So we'll kind of open up the mic, listen to some announcements, an opportunity for parents to get their parent athlete conferences out of the way. Watch football will be an inter-squad scrimmage in preparation for the upcoming season. Let's take a look at that schedule while we got some time here. Here it is, the 2025 schedule. Follows a big announcement in the offseason. The Spartans are back in 5A football. The last 2 seasons played at 6A. This year they're back. They got a couple crosstown rivalry games. Owatonna's back on the schedule, but they start on the road on August 28th at Chaska. Let's see if we can't pick up the in-house mic. Get some of these announcements on. We're talking about the same stuff. We are getting excited about this football season. So on the road, basically every other game, on the road, back at home, on the road, back at home. On the schedule, you'll see the white games are on the road. The gold colored games at home. So 9-5, that's September 5th, right here against St. Thomas Academy. Will be your first broadcast. 77 degrees here. A little warmer. Late summer evening. Biggest and most exciting thing that we added to this stream is going to be the use of a sideline reporter. I'm so excited to see that. I'm not sure if Rob Cawthorn has his in-ear monitor, but he'll be joining the mic and joining the broadcast throughout the season with some insight on the field. Give us the happenings that we just don't get to be a part of. Possibly some interviews here and there. Hopefully the equipment works as we expect it to, but it's all just big ideas at this point. Looking back at the schedule, I think that 9-26 game at Century, being in the 6A conference the last 2 years, missing from the schedule were those crosstown rivalry games. John Marshall and Century absent from the schedule. They're back this year. That had to be loud. Let's try to get these levels down out. So they're going through the pregame walkout. Fans getting to listen to this for the first time. Not sure if it's coming through, but enjoy.
Misbehavior, uncontrolled rage were forbidden, as such behavior endangered the entire unit. Spartans believe that a true warrior fights not with anger, but with calm determination. They push both mind and body to their limits, learning to master their emotions. A Spartan has always learned to believe in giving and sacrificing. They are their focus towards endless laws. They stay firmly to what they believe in no matter the cost.
There are your Mayo Spartans 2025 season. Have to make some adjustments, I think, to the timing of that walkout. A little longer than I think they could handle. Too much excitement bursting through that tunnel they wanted to come through. I think we got maybe Rob Cawthorn checking in from the sidelines.
You got me?
I hear you, Rob, loud and clear.
Awesome. I agree with you. We're going to have to work on that timing a little bit. I was a little off, but that's why we do these things to see what kind of timing we got. The boys are excited to get on the field, so I think that's one of the big reasons why the timing was a little off.
Yeah, that all the built-up energy waiting to get out there, they just you could feel it kind of explode through that tunnel. But, yeah, we'll fix the timing. We'll get that right.
So according to the schedule we got from Coach Holcomb here, we got program welcome and thank yous right at 7. Then we're going to do a little, looks like special teams, first and seconds. And then we're going to head into 7-on-7 and 1-on-1s.
Okay.
Oh, the anthem's playing. Maybe not. It looked like they were getting ready for the anthem, so.
Yeah, I think.
I don't see it on the schedule, so I got a little nervous there.
We're shooting from the hip today, just making sure things work.
We even got officials.
We've got officials out on the field.
That's good. They need a little work. One of the officials happens to be Principal Troy Pregame, Mayo High School principal. So I hope the boys give him a rough time.
That'll be fun for them to see him out on the field. So is there structure to this, Rob? So it's green and gold, but other than that, separation of teams, is there any kind of order? What are they looking for out of these?
Yeah, so you're going to have on the scoreboard end, it's where the varsity and JV are going to be for most of the game. And then on the non-scoreboard end, that's where our freshman team's going to be most of the game.
Okay.
And so I know varsity JV standpoint, they're going to, once we get to the actual scrimmaging portions, they're going to put a couple squads together and divide them up that way.
Okay.
And then the ninth graders, I think they have enough numbers to kind of go 11 on 11. Just not sure how that's gonna look. So we'll have to kind of see what they do.
All right, sounds great. A lot of activity out on the field, and it sounds like in a multiple zones in action. We'll just kind of find the best pictures we can. But really the exciting thing for us, Rob, I think, is this internet signal we have. Last year we ran into a couple issues trying to use just a cell signal to pull that Wi-Fi, but the IT team at Mayo High School has come through, and we have a very, very fast internet connection, so that's outstanding.
Yes, we were both extremely excited about that. It's going to allow us to do some things that we maybe weren't able to do last year.
I absolutely agree. So right now, special teams just kind of getting some work, and let's talk special teams.
So
last
this
season.
is, from what I heard, this is the kickoff team number 2. So the ones who kicked off the first time, that was kickoff team number 1. So we got kickoff team number 2 right here. Mm-hmm. And then Coach Urban, the special teams kind of coordinator now, I think I heard him yell for punt return number 1. So I think coming up next is going to be our kickoff return, our first kickoff return here.
So big shoes to fill. Ethan Post, the senior that graduated last year, was a standout special teams player for the Spartans. What do we got in taps for this season?
Yeah, I know that they have some options. Max Dirk is a senior. I believe he's probably going to be the punter. And kickoffs, I believe it's going to be 9th grader Miles Tees will take over the kickoff duties. I believe that's him right there that's been doing the kickoffs.
Okay. As a freshman coming in, wow. Outstanding leg.
Yeah, he was the backup.
Last season, yeah, as an 8th grader.
All right, so now this is going to be kick return unit number 2. So you got a lot of bodies down here. The Spartans are lucky to have as many coaches that want to help them get better, just, varsity level, JV level, 9th grade, all of the coaches down 7th and 8th grade. Just so many great coaches out here helping these kids out, making sure they're getting better every day. And then just program-wise, the numbers itself. We're got some really big numbers down in 7th grade. I think we got 60 7th graders. And then I want to say 9th grade is probably the next biggest. I think we got over 40 9th graders going out. So
Wow.
some pretty good numbers, coming up through the program.
So here's a look at that return team. Yeah, the numbers is a big part of it because when you have that depth, obviously football, very physical sport, you run into some unexpected things that change your roster. Having that depth is critical to success. Coming into this 5A season, Rob, let's talk a little bit about that. Got the announcement in the offseason. The boys are back at 5A.
Yeah, it's, super exciting, that the great part about it, and just so everybody's watching, looks like we are shifting to what now looks like 7-on-7, and then our O&D line will probably do some one-on-ones in is what it looks like we got going on here. So, yeah, you'll see the offensive linemen for varsity and JV are heading down to the end zone by the scoreboard, and then you're going to have some 7-on-7 going here. So what it looks like we got is probably maybe a first and second varsity team offense, probably going against a first and second varsity team D, and then you're going to have probably a first or second JV team over here on the opposite end going against probably our first string 9th grade defense.
So varsity looks like maybe lining up on the scoreboard inside of the end zone and
Yes,
then on the other side. Just to give a reference, right and left. We'll get pictures from both sides. Tell me a little bit about these underclassmen, these younger guys. What nights of the week are they playing? So obviously varsity Friday nights.
Yeah, so I mean it's kind of all over. I know the 9th grade's got some Monday games. They actually have a Saturday afternoon game against John Marshall. But yeah, the varsity is first game actually against Chaska is that next Thursday, a week from tomorrow in Chaska. And then the rest of the games are Friday, with the exception of the very last game will be that Wednesday before MEA weekend.
Pop up my graphic with that schedule.
And so, yeah, but yeah, 9th JV's normally the Monday after the varsity. So we will, with the exception of the first game, varsity's playing Chaska on Thursday, and then JV is going to be playing Chaska here Friday. I'm not quite sure the time. I want to say maybe like 11. So if people want to have travel plans for the weekend, then it's not going to take up their whole weekend. But normally JV will be the Monday after the varsity Friday game. So, and JV's always opposite varsity. So if varsity's on the road, JV will be at home, and if varsity's home, then JV's on the road.
Got it. Easy to plan with this schedule. It's every other week, away and home. So that's kind of a nice consistency to the schedule. They not doubling up back-to-back or maybe 3 road games in a row. Get to play in front of the home crowd just a week away from an away game. That's nice on the schedule.
Yeah. So getting back to your 5A thing, like I said, I think you mentioned, I think the biggest thing is just to have that Century and John Marshall game back on the schedule. I know it's just something those kids that played 6A the last couple of years and didn't get that. I know they missed it, and so I think that's probably the biggest thing is just having those games back on the schedule. And I mean, I'll tell you what, I was telling Coach Holcomb that we talk about kind of being back where we belong in 5A, but I think that kind of takes away from a little bit of what those kids did the last 2 seasons at the 6A level. I mean, in theory, those teams played in back-to-back section championship games, and we were a score away from beating Stillwater that first year, and so just really super proud of what those kids did those 2 years in 6A. And you think about it, we've been to a section championship game then 4 straight years. So
yeah, I think being kind of on the outside of the program at the time when the announcement was made, I heard when they moved to 6A. I heard nothing but positivity come out of that and excitement. Nobody really hung their head. Nobody, kind of made those comments, oh, this is unfair. And I heard none of that around the program. They just stepped up, just like they do, got prepared for each week, and then had very successful seasons. As you mentioned, 1 playoff games both seasons, had Stillwater on the ropes. Lead late in the game, in fact.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, and then, when you look at our 5A schedule, I mean, Coach Holcomb sure didn't shy away from, wanting to, play the best teams out there. I mean, You got St. Thomas Academy, who was in the state tournament last year. You got Chanhassen, who played in the state championship game last year. So you just got, Chaska is always, good. And then you got the crosstown games, which you never know what's going to happen in those games. So once again, just, a loaded schedule.
Don't forget about Owatonna, who's always a powerhouse.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's probably one that I know a lot of the boys said that's probably one of the most important on the schedule. So, yeah, you got Owatonna, who's always, a tough out in 5A. So just a really fun schedule this year to play those kinds of teams, and can't wait to see what they do here. So
you made a comment about the boys mentioning how excited they're about the schedule, and I think you're referring to possibly the Shield. I don't know if people are aware of the Shield. Let's talk about that a little bit. Nice program that we're going to put together each week leading up to the games.
Yeah, so last year we did the Coach Donnie Holcomb show, and one of the things that we talked about in the offseason is Coach Holcomb kind of wanted it to be a little bit more focused around the program and around the kids and around alumni and assistant coaches, and so just kind of asked if we could maybe think of a different name, and so came up with the Shield. So kind of the same concept as the show last year, but one of the things kind of going to do a little bit different this year is Coach Holcomb had named 7 senior leaders this year. So each week one of the leaders is going to show up, and they're going to bring one of their other fellow seniors and an underclassman with them, and we're going to talk about them, talk about the program, talk about all sorts of different kinds of things. So
awesome.
Really nice pass there. I don't know if you caught that one, Isaac Peterson. I'm not quite sure who that was to, but I see it. See if I can find it. But, yeah, a really nice deep pass there. He had some good touch on that one.
I see that all season long. Isaac Peterson likely to be the starting quarterback on day one. Last season, it was him and Calder Sheehan kind of battling for that starting spot. Eventually, Isaac Peterson did kind of step out and become the quarterback.
Yeah, I think it was one of those things where, Calder's an unreal athlete and
so versatile. He could play anywhere.
I think he was receiver, quarterback. He was just kind of all over the field for us. And then, and then we had, I think it got to the point to where once Isaac kind of, got things figured out and understood, what was needed of him, then the coaches said, hey, why don't we run with him, and that frees Calder up to help us at wide receiver or keep him fresh for defense. So it was a good move on the coach's part and made a really good, Isaac made some really good strides last year.
Has that natural build for a quarterback, nice, tall, lanky, throws a great ball.
Yeah, I want to say like 6'5", 6, somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah.
So really good pitcher for baseball. So he's got a cannon for an arm there. He's going to show that one off, trying to go deep again. Looks like we got him again.
Caught that one. And a very experienced wide receiver core for him to throw at. I think a lot of those guys were juniors last year and got a lot of minutes at the varsity level.
Yeah, so, I mean, just from that standpoint, you're going to have Max Durgan coming back, who Max just, was a staple last year on the big highlight that was all over. I think it was even maybe, I know it's social media, maybe even ESPN, but made that one-handed grab against Centennial in the first playoff game. It was a huge first down catch that we needed. Or no, it was an interception. I'm sorry. It was a big interception. But yeah, he's coming back at wide receiver, made a lot of good catches for us. Then we're going to have Noah Hagan, once again, another senior coming back that had a lot of playing time. Gavin Wernerberg's going to be playing some wide receiver this year. He'll be in there a lot. Another very athletic, kind of taller kid that's got some really good hops. Jacob Camfield is another kid that had some reps last year. So, yeah, just loaded at the wide receiver spot. The one thing, Coach Holcomb and I talked about is, unfortunately we don't have a wide receiver with the last name Holcomb anymore. But what we do have is, 5 or 6 kids that it's just going to be really hard for teams to just pick one kid and double up on him, because if you want to double up on Max, then, Gavin or Noah can get it, or, any one of the other, Jacob, or any of the other kids can make a catch at that point in time. So,
absolutely. Which leaves us a little discussion about the running back position. Obviously, Isaac Beal is going to be missed. Was an outstanding carrier of the ball for the Spartans over the last few seasons. What's on tap for the run game?
Yeah, Isaiah, huge loss. I wish he had one more year of eligibility. That would have been huge for the Spartans. But I want it's going to probably be a committee. I think you're going to see junior Max Erickson in the backfield. along with senior Brody Schmidt, and then Lincoln Majerus probably spending most of his time as like a kind of a fullback position. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a committee kind of running attack.
And a quarterback that can run as well. I mean, he does move well out of the pocket, can scramble, make things happen.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Isaac's got some really good legs, and, it's one of those things where you want him to use those legs when needed, when he sees it. But I wouldn't be surprised with, knowing Coach Holcomb for as long as I have, if he's not going to have some designed quarterback run plays in his arsenal to get Isaac out there just to, keep the defense honest.
And you know as well as I do, none of the offense works without the big guys up front. So what are we looking at? We got seniors coming back from junior. What's the depth on the front six?
Yeah, so O-line wise, we're going to bring back some pretty solid guys. We'll have John Muller coming back playing tackle. Then we will have Caleb Loomis will be at a guard. You'll have Brody Cawthorn coming back at center. And then you'll have the younger Lee, I can't remember his first name, and then Nate Lee playing our other tackle. So you're going to have a lot of, I think, like I said, 4 out of the 5 up front are all returning that played O-line last year. So, and then on the defensive side, we're going to have some of those same guys. We want to try to limit that, but unfortunately, we'll probably have a few of those guys going on the defensive side as well. But we'll have some pretty good defensive end rush guys. Wernenberg will be, one of those rush guys on the end, and then our linebackers are, going to be in the middle. You're going to have Charlie Kipp. And then we'll have some good seniors back on the safety side with Brody Schmidt and Max Durgan kind of leading those safety positions.
So I found a roster, and I think I got the name Ian Lee.
Ian, there you go. Thank you. Yes, he will be a junior, and he will then be. And then there's going to be some back, in those kinds of positions. Got sophomore Jack Hodge has kind of been taking some reps, on the offensive line as well. So just a lot of battles going on across the board.
Yeah, there's kind of an internal battle on the squad, right, to win those positions and be the guy. And everybody wants to get that playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's one of the things Coach Holcomb and I have talked about this year is just they are going to try to platoon when possible, which is something Mayo has not been able to do for a long time. To try to go 11 on 11 on O, 11 on D, where as much as possible.
So the off season was a bit of a. I don't know how to phrase it, a little unnatural. The school was closed, right? So they couldn't get into the locker room. They had to kind of make some adjustments and find their gains in other places than they were used to. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Mayo's having some air quality systems installed at the high school. It's actually going to be like a project for like the next 4 years. There'll be actually this freshman class that's out here right now. They will never probably lift in the Mayo weight room over any of their summers throughout their high school career.
As a part of that project, okay.
Yeah, as a part of that project. So the varsity and JV, we're over 4 to 5 mornings a week over at RCTC. The athletic director over there, Mike Lester, great guy. Son was a Spartan alum. Can't thank Mike enough for working with us on allowing to use the facilities over there. So they had a place to work out. And then the 7th, 8th, and 9th graders, the track shed kind of over there to, I guess, the left side, way left there. We brought a bunch of gear, or I shouldn't say we, the players and coaches, brought a bunch of gear out to there, and they used that as kind of as a pseudo weight room for the younger kids. And so they kind of ran 3 different stations. One group would be in the shed kind of lifting, and 2 other groups would be out on the field doing some speed and agility work.
You can see that set up in the background of the first episode of The Shield. I should say the off-season episode. First season,
yes.
Their first episode will be coming up here just prior to the Chaska game.
Yeah, that's exactly where we filmed the Shield, that preseason episode, and so that's something they're probably going to have to work around these next few years in the off season, and they're used to that. So, well, there was the horn, I think, ending 7-on-7 and the 1-on-1. So now on the schedule it says the QB parents touchdown throws. I'm not quite sure what that means.
Something
or
fun. I see parents coming out.
What we're doing. So I guess we will.
Might have to have you interview some of these parents as they come off the field.
Yeah,
Rob, you got the money.
Yeah, I'll have to head down there and go see what we got going on. Have to figure out who the winner is.
Well, so far, loud and clear. I hear you just fine. There's a little whistle. I'm not sure if that's going through on the stream, so we'll check that out. But there's a lot of radio activity in here with this lights. I know the lights that they have in here are really new technology, and I think they might use some of the same frequencies that we're trying to use, so we got to just make sure we're not interfering with anything. They also say the bigger the crowd, and I'm expecting some huge crowds. You said earlier those crosstown rivalry games back on the schedule. I think we host John Marshall, and we're on the road against Century. But that JM game is going to be jam-packed. Yeah,
and actually, just so everybody's aware, that game is actually going to go an hour earlier. Kickoff will be at 6 o'clock for that game, just because of crosstown rival. I know that just want to try to maybe play it when we have a little bit more light outside, because we know sometimes when it gets dark that sometimes people don't make the best decisions and choices. So moving that start time up to 6 o'clock for that JM game.
Good to know. Very good to know.
But yeah, let's see. I'm going to walk down here to the other end and see what we got going on with the parent group.
So what was the name of this? The parents?
He's got it. He's got a quarterback TD parents throws. TD throws.
Okay. Oh, here comes a big bomb. Oh, and then stumbles as he's enjoying the ball in flight. I see. So they got baskets in the corner. They're trying to make them into the baskets.
Got it. That's why the baskets are out there.
Throwing that nice flag pattern.
Yeah, for sure.
Soft fade.
Uh-oh. We got Dad went down. Coach Holcomb's never going to hear the end of this.
It's all fun and games till somebody gets hurt.
Literally fun and games. Let's just hope that he's all right. Down on the 15, this might be running my...
Are you stretching it? Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll find out. So
trying to get eyes on you. Oh, I see you now. Yep, on the sideline at 15.
We're still loud and clear, so that's good. I don't know if I'm going to venture too much past the 15. So
I have a suspicion that little whistle might be coming through, so hopefully that's not something that's going to be just too much to handle. I don't know why the chat's not letting me get any feedback from anybody. I got a few viewers on. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Mayo Spartan live stream, football live stream, that is. I'm Matt Bodine. I'm joined by Rob Cawthorn on the sidelines. We added some equipment, some technology, getting ready for this upcoming season, and we're going to have some sideline reporting. We're going to have, I don't know, hopefully not too many, but maybe injury updates. We can get some information about things that we've not had access to before. And here come, ooh, that one looked good from here, but it just carried wide. Let me get these baskets in the shot. This is the parents' TD toss. And there's one.
There it is. Mr. Dave Soma.
Okay. Has the lead so far. First one we've seen.
Dr. Soma making it in there.
Just a beautifully thrown ball to the right corner end zone. Dr. Soma.
Yes, he's one of the sideline docs for our home game, and actually his son Sam is a ninth grader on the ninth grade team.
Oh, that one just missed. Left-handed throw. I think that was Isaac Peterson's dad.
Yep, he's out there. Oh, and then we got parents also. I forgot. It looks like we got some of them doing PAT and field goal kicks as well. So here comes the dad giving it a first try.
Looks like they're only targeting the right end zone, which will make camera work a little bit easier. I'm going to see if I can't snuggle up the shot and watch it fly.
Oh, there goes Coach Smiley trying to throw it in. Comes up short on that one. I want to thank the Mayo Booster Club for coming out and opening up the concession stand. That was great. We got a few people over there in the line, and the one thing I want to tell people, if you watch this later, and is that when you come to a home game this year, you are going to see so much stuff that is new here at the stadium. I mean, we got a new kind of arch over the entryway. We got a blow-up Sparty kind of by the entryway. We got new flags all over the stadium. Actually, if you look to the visitor side, you're going to see a huge Mayo football banner with 3 Mayo football flags, M flags. Those are all new this year. Everything around is brand new. All the flags that line the stadium, and all that was done thanks, to the Mayo Touchdown Club and all the people who sponsor and support that. And when those parents are doing the fundraising and all that kind of stuff, that's what helped us, so much to be able to come out and make the stadium look like a true awesome kind of environment for all the players to be proud of.
Absolutely right. Don't forget to mention even a new name for the stadium. Last year took on the name of Jeff Whitney Stadium after legendary athletic director Jeff Whitney.
That is right. So now we got, so now it looks like we're going to go, this is going to be our first team PAT here. So we got first team PAT. I believe that is Charlie Kipp as our snapper, Isaac Peterson as the holder, and we're going to have a dad kicking.
Get up. Oh.
And actually, that is Ethan Post's dad. And Ethan, as we all know, was our kicker last year, now down at Florida State. So he tried to replicate what his son did for many years for the Spartans.
Just short.
So now we'll have our, like I said, I think this is Miles Tees here with the first kick.
Freshman Miles Tees, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Yes,
beautiful
freshman.
kick off that first attempt. One hop and out of the track area.
Yes, and Miles is a very, very good soccer player. So we are fortunate that he has decided to come and kick some field goals for us. That one's good as well.
So with tempo, they're getting right to the hash, kind of simulating that game speed. They got to get ready and down. So
yes.
See him moving around the field. That was from the left hash and good. This one will be spotted at the 26, make it about a 36-yard attempt.
Bodie, I got the winner of the touchdown toss here. This is Dr. Dave Soma. Dave, congratulations on that. Walk us through that throw.
It was really just a lot of focus, concentration, and a lot of Spartan blood flowing through that got me through that one.
Awesome. What a trooper. Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's all it takes is the grit and, find a way to get on top. Congratulations, Dr. Soma. Now from the right hash, this one a little deeper, 42 will be the attempt.
Is that what the mark is, 42?
Oh, bad snap.
Uh-oh. Oh, there was a flag on the D.
Preseason.
Got a flag on the defense, so we should gate 5 yards and be
wrinkles.
able to move up.
Yeah, flag on the play.
So this would be a 42-yarder?
42 right hash. Spot down. Here's the kick.
Oh, yeah.
It's got leg.
That
and
is
it
good.
is good. Miles Tees.
All right, now we're going second team PAT here. Second PAT team.
Miles Tees, I believe, son of Joe Tees, who I graduated high school with right here at Mayo High School in '99, was a standout football player on this team.
That is correct. He is Joe's son, and actually, Coach Tees is now with St. Thomas Academy, so we will welcome Coach Tees here to Mayo High School for our first home game as a visiting coach. He's been a coach for St. Thomas Academy for a few years now, so looking forward to having. Sure, it'll be a little bittersweet for Coach Tees to come back in here and play his alma mater.
We're gonna have to get an interview on that night.
Yes, for sure. I know Coach Tees won't want to do it, but
he's doing it.
I will force him to do it. So just at least to give a few words about it. So
second team out there on the other end zone, just quiet, not much happening. Ninth graders just taking a break.
Yeah, they're taking a break. Well, what's kind of funny is that, so of course Miles, goes to school with all these guys, and he's good buddies with a lot of them. So he was talking, and if for home games, if Mayo could just come kick for the ninth grade team, it'd probably be the best weapon the any ninth grade team is going to have. So
Rob, let me ask you a question about practice schedule. Are they doing the early mornings like they did last year?
Yes. So all for their summer camp, everything was in the morning, 6:30, 7 a.m. start. And then when they've gone to fall camp, everything's now been in the morning, mostly 7 a.m. starts. Except this past week, teachers had to start this past week, so they went to their normal afternoon after school kind of practices. And then during the school year, yes, Coach Holcomb is going to have a couple. I think a couple a week are going to be in the morning. So I don't know if it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, or kind of how that's going to work. I don't know exactly, but since the schools have a little bit later start now, I want to say high school doesn't start till like 8:50, 8:55, something like that. So I think Coach Holcomb's going to run like a 7 a.m. practice and then give them some time to get in, shower, and get to school. And then basically, I think one of those days after school, they'll be free to go. They'll have the afternoon off, and then I think another day is a lifting day. So
okay.
I think the kids will like it. Just get in here, get in the morning, and then at least get one day after school off where you don't have practice or anything. So, all right, we are now starting our green gold scrimmage. So we're going to have, like I said, varsity down here if you're looking at it on the camera, varsity is going to be on the right-hand side, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit of JV going against our ninth graders here on the left side.
There's a big run on the left side. That must be ninth grade all the way to the house. Because that young player goes
ninth graders will be in the white, so that would probably be some sort of combination of 10th grade JV kind of combination, I'm guessing, going against our ninth graders.
First play from scrimmage here, varsity silo run up the middle. Of course, boys not wearing full equipment. Looks like just shoulder pads.
Well, Bodie, since it's been a long time, since we've played, so now what the boys have they are called 7 pads. So it's basically like a pair of compression pants with all 7 pads in them. So you got your 2 hip pads, you got your tailbone pad, you got your 2 thigh pads and your 2 knee pads. They're all built into like a pair of compression pants. So I don't know. I mean, all of my boys that have gone through Mayo, that they've been around for a long time, and they are the coolest thing ever. I mean, you just got to slide the pair of compression pants on, and then most boys will just wear a pair of shorts over them. They only put on the game pants on game days. So what you're seeing is kind of how they would normally dress every single practice. So they are kind of fully equipped, but it's just changed so much since then. So
noticeably head protection as well on the helmets. You see those Guardian caps.
Yeah, Coach Holcomb has purchased a Guardian cap for every kid in the program, and I will tell you this much: it has tremendously helped. I know I don't know the exact stats, but I don't have any wood to knock on, so I'll knock on my head. But
I got wood up here. I got you.
Okay, so our concussions numbers, I believe, have decreased tremendously since the kids have gone to the Guardian cap. So a great investment, once again, purchased by funds from the Mayo Touchdown Club and the donations of people donating to that.
Absolutely, and we'll have information throughout the season. We have a For Giving page that you can help support the boys. We're looking for sponsorships. Maybe we can throw a little plug in for that, but throughout the season, we're going to have plenty of opportunities to get your business or whatever it is out there, and also you'll be helping out the boys.
There we go.
Tell me a little about the Winona off-season trip. That sounded like a really fun opportunity for the boys to get out of town, bond, get some football in, hit somebody in a different jersey.
Yeah, so every year the Spartans go down to Winona for one day, and they leave here early in the morning and get back late at night. It's pretty much a 12-hour day, I'd say, or even longer, probably 14 hours, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. They're gone, and you go down there and there's a lot of teams that come from all over. A lot of Chicago teams come, and just different competition, different challenges for the boys. But yeah, like you said, mainly get to hit somebody in a different jersey. So that was that was fun. Every year it's fun, and Winona does a good job, and now so they do that as a culmination to their summer camp, and now as a culmination to fall camp, be heading to Cottage Grove on Saturday, and they will scrimmage 3 teams there. Cottage Grove, Hastings, and Cambridge Isanti are all at Cottage Grove, and so the boys will be scrimmaging them throughout and doing different, offense, defensive segments, all sorts of kind of stuff. So that's going to be a fun day. It's a really, really early day for them. The bus is leaving at 5:30 in the morning because the scrimmages start around 8:30. So
That sounds very exciting. I think that, Rob, might be our opportunity to get some game footage for our reels and all the fun stuff we want to do with intros and things like that as well. Might have to find somebody to grab that for me. I don't think I'll be able to go with.
Yeah, no, I can definitely. We got Rob Majerus down here. He's standing right in front of me. He takes great still pictures. He does some video and things like that, so I could probably lean on Rob to get some pretty good video and pictures for us.
I've known Rob since going all the way back to youth baseball. We played on the same traveling team, and let me tell you, he used to hit bombs back in the day.
Well, the apple must not fall too far from the tree because his son Lincoln can hit the ball pretty well, pretty far. So
there's Peterson play action. He's going to come near side. Oh, just out of reach there for Danny Miskowski.
Had a nice blitz from the blitz call there by the D.
Long bomb on the other side, just out of reach, not on camera.
No, that's ninth graders holding in over here, holding in against some older kids. That's always good to have to play some older kids every now and then. So, but they're holding their own.
So fourth down play here on the varsity side.
Yeah, they've sent some heat these last 3 times, and that's good for our O-line to see that. I got a feeling we're going to see a lot of teams are going to blitz us a lot. Yeah, there they went again. Just another blitz, and when they got more coming than we have blocking, it's not a good situation.
A lot of people on hand here enjoying a hot dog or two. I see a lot of fans. Kind of a parent night. Get the pack meeting out of the way tonight as well, it seemed like, on the schedule, which is a requirement for athletes to check off as the season gets underway.
Yes, that's a requirement. Got to hear about all the rules and potential punishments and things like that. So, they got a screen called. The D did a great job. It's Brody Schmidt, right? Or no, is that Lincoln? Or that might? That's Lincoln Majerus, number 3 there. Did a good job sniffing that one out.
Garen Kukla was a receiver. Recognize that last name. Must be younger brother of Kukla that graduated last year.
Yeah, I think was it Griffin?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Yes, younger brother of Griffin, yep.
Second down play looks like they got about 1 yard on that. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion. Peterson's going to hand off up the middle. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Was going to get maybe a couple of yards, but they blew it dead pretty quick. A couple of yards after contact, but defense got to him right away.
Yeah. No, I think, this is something that, talking with Coach Holcomb a little bit, and at this time of year, for the most part, defenses are, going to be ahead of offenses, but he's been, super impressed with what we have on the defensive side of the ball and just with, how physical they've been getting in practice and everything. So he's super excited to see those guys in action on Saturday and see what we got.
So here's a third down. Looks like they lost a yard on that last play. Going to need to get all 10 on this third down play. Trips left. Single receiver to the right. Receiver back with Peterson. He's going to take a drop, and defense got right through on that one. Wow.
Yeah, I guess Coach Grimsrud is really working out his blitz segment here. So better dial something up to. I don't see him stopping. So it looks like we're definitely bringing the heat.
Do these practice numbers match up with the roster? Do you know? Is it pretty?
Some do. Yeah,
Not
some
all,
do,
though?
but no,
Okay.
I know all of them don't.
Can't rely on it all the way, huh?
Some do. Like, I mean, some of the kids, like, I know for sure, like over there playing in the slot on the left-hand side of the formation, that's Jacob Canfield.
Number
He's 20.
20,
He's
that
going to be
matches, yeah.
he's going to be 20 in the season. So
Here's Canfield in motion. Peterson looking for the deep ball. Has Kukla just out of reach.
yeah, a little more upfield, but I think he had a good jump on him off the line. So
Take a look on the other side of the.
yeah, so now we got our ninth graders here going on offense. We'll see what they're capable of, but
Future Spartans,
Yeah.
handoff right side and got to him.
I know Coach Holcomb's pretty excited about, like I said, what we got coming 7th, 8th, and 9th. We, actually have some guys with some size, and he thinks if they stick with it, we have some good opportunities to, for the first time, have some 6'3", 6'4" offensive linemen that Mayo has not had in a long time. So he's pretty excited about that. There was one freshman I know Mayo has in the offseason different weightlifting number clubs. So you can make the 500-pound club, the 700-pound club, the 900-pound, and then the 1,000-pound club. And it's a combination of 3 lifts: your bench, your squat, and your clean. And actually had a 9th grader make the 700-pound club, and I guess he was 50 pounds away from the 900-pound club. He maxed out at 850 pounds. So
he's right there.
To
throwing
have that,
some weight around.
Yeah,
wow.
to have that as a 14-year-old, and I think then 4 or 5 other kids made the 500-pound club. So yeah, you got some good, strong kids, and you got some kids who are working hard in the off season to kind of hit those numbers, and so it makes it exciting that what the program can do.
And as you said, just the numbers in general, kids coming out for the sport is very encouraging.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's we're, like I said, fortunate to have that for the first time in a few years. So hopefully get on up. Who was that? We don't need somebody, like you said, that was Jacob. We need him to stay healthy for sure. I'll walk down here and maybe see if I can get into Coach Grimsrud here, Coach Schmidt, some of these defensive masterminds.
Yeah, let's get Coach Monty in there too. Monty Preby's
Yeah, I see
a long
Monty's. Well,
time.
If I put this microphone in his face, I don't know.
Oh, you might not get back. It's
Yeah,
true.
he might just
save that one.
He
for
might
later.
just chuck it, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to get here. So.
The room to run up front there for Brody Schmidt. Senior, one of the leaders on the team.
Yeah. Coach Grimsrud, we got you on the broadcast here. The defense is looking really good right now. What do you got going on out here?
Oh, we're just running a lot of our base stuff. Our first group is in group. We'll see all these against our starting offense right now.
Awesome. Keep up the good work, Coach. Thanks for the time. Yeah, so that's Coach Grimsrud, defensive coordinator. He was kind of breaking up a little bit on us there, but basically said that that first squad that was out there was his first guys going against some of the second O's, so he was expecting kind of what he got there, and now he's going to see how some of his second teamers here go up against some of the second team offensive guys.
So next time, Rob, let's try this. When you do an interview, have him face me so his body's not blocking the microphone. I think that might be like a little interference. And also then I'll be able to tuck in a nice camera shot.
Oh, there you go.
And see
Yeah,
you.
sure,
So
sure.
I think let's try that and see if that improves the reception. There's a 4th down play. They got about 6 yards to get. In motion is Canfield. Peterson's going to look right. Looked like he looked off Canfield. Found in the middle a pass, but in and out of the hands of number 80. Practice jersey 80. Not sure if it lines up, but that is Evan Hill, 10th grader.
Yeah, I don't think that lines up, but I'm not quite 100% positive.
Would have size 6'1" on the roster, but yeah. Not sure if we're going to take that one to the bank. Peterson had time that time to throw.
Yeah, for sure did.
So now they'll reset 1st and 10 here from the 40. Peterson's got 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Brody Schmidt in the backfield with him. And it's a handoff with room to run. Schmidt is going to gain big. Didn't get touched all the way into the end zone. Goes Brody Schmidt.
That was nice. Nice hole. Big boys up front created a little space. And so, yeah, good little celebration.
There's play on the 9th grade side.
See what we got here.
Light hash. Going to be handoff. Oh, and caught from behind is that runner. Concession stand is open, exciting.
Yeah, every
They always bring in the best pizza, Mr. Pizza. Free sponsor, I guess.
yeah, good plug. Yeah.
My favorite.
There you
Easy.
go. There you go.
Not even close.
I know a lot of these Spartans actually work there, so it's a very good employer of the Mayo Spartans, football program. So
If you go there at lunchtime, good chance you're going to see a player enjoying a slice
yes,
as well.
got a good screen set up
Nice
here.
screen. Put a room and some contacts. About 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, maybe 8 or 9. Good pickup. Got to make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on those notifications so that when we go live, you'll get a notification. And then if you don't have time to watch us live, it's always going to be available on that YouTube channel.
Yeah, and then you'll get notification of the Shield as well.
Shield as well. Absolutely right.
Our goal is to have that out most Thursday nights, Thursday evenings sometime to get that out every week. So that's Max. That's the junior Max Erickson right there, who I think we just took that one. I think I'm not sure though.
Yeah, let me see what the route was. It number 2?
Yeah.
Danny Miskowski
Oh,
is
that's
what
Danny.
it says.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
5'10", 160. He's a senior, wide receiver, defensive back.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's correct either. I don't think that was Danny, but
Yeah,
I
look
don't know.
to
It's just so hard to tell.
Yeah. He'll know, and he'll let us know later, probably, when he watches,
Yeah.
especially on game days. I can tell you that. One of the things, Rob, too, that I'm excited on, and I got to get going. We got to go on the hockey side, but I haven't quite figured out on football side is instant replays. We got to get those going too, and I think it'll really help with that side monitor that we added, the touch screen, one-click button, instant replay. So I think that'll be fun for the season. Oh, here's a running play through traffic. Don't see a number, but good hard run. Might be Majerus there.
So it looks like we got Coach Holcomb has this going to about 8:15. I'm going to end with a goal line segment. So once you kind of see him get down to the 10, then we're kind of getting close to the end of the scrimmage here. So
very, very organized. Coach Holcomb has this program as a greased, oiled machine. Down to the minute, everything is planned out, and it should be. Everybody knows the plan, has every understanding. There's no miscommunication. Everybody's plugged in. That's why I think you see the numbers grow so much. Everybody loves being a part of this program.
Yeah, I tell people when they ask me, about Coach, I always tell them, I said, the great thing about Coach Holcomb is he's not a varsity coach. He's a program coach. There's not too many times you won't see him out here watching a JV game, or you won't see him out here watching 9th grade, or he'll make it to a 7th and 8th grade game. So he's just not a varsity coach. He's a program coach, and I think if that shows based off of the success that the program has had. And I think then what helps with that also is you have coaches that have been with him for a while. You got Coach Jared Smiley, who's been with him a long time. You got Coach Nick Hagan.
Wernberg, Schmidt.
You got Coach Urban, has been with them a long time. You got Coach Beal out there a long time. So when you have a coaching staff that sticks together, and even down at the younger levels, we got Coach Hal Norman, who's been our 7th grade coach now, I think going on like 4 or 5 years.
He was my 9th grade football coach back in 96, I think.
Yeah,
wow.
You got Coach Ryan Yank, who's down at the 7th grade level. You got Coach Yank is a middle school teacher at Willow Creek, so you got a guy who sees these kids in school and now coaching them. But it just to have that continuity at the younger ages and across your program just means so much, because the kids just start to see the faces and see the people, and they start to know that these guys truly care about them, just not as football players, but but as just as young men as well. So
absolutely right. I can think back to when I was coaching my boys in youth program, and as soon as they found out you were a Southside kid, or because in football they really do a nice job of organizing teams based on proximity, helps with practices and all that, but Southside kids are brought into that program so young, and it really does feed that culture. It gets you involved. You're so excited to be here on game nights, Friday night. Those young players come out, and not the exact same playbook, but they're hearing a lot of the same terms, even as young as 5th, 6th grade football. So it's really what develops this culture.
No, totally agree. And yeah, I mean, you're right. As he encourages the 4th, 5th, 6th grade teams to be out here, practice on these fields out here at Mayo, find a spot. He wants as many of the kids that are going to be Spartans, to be out here and to embrace. And, he asks his varsity players to take part in going over to those youth practices. And without hesitation, the kids do it, because it was something that was done for them when they were, that age. So, it just makes a huge, huge difference, when you get total program buy-in like that.
Peterson showing some nice patience there in the pocket, found a receiver that developed later. I think that was Miskowski.
So I think what we might have here is pretty much true one-on-ones. I do know, I think on the D side, I think I can see Caleb Loomis. I think he's playing D-line, so he would be typically a starting offensive guard. So maybe a little bit on the 2 lines. But other than that, I think you're going to see some pretty much kind of one-on-ones, corners, wide receivers, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. There's Peterson from the shotgun. He's going to he fumbled it. No play action. He was going to keep it.
Yeah. There was a nice hole there. Holy cow. I wonder if his eyes got a little big on him there. So, yeah, they had a nice double team right there at the point of contact. And, once again, that's why you do these kinds of things. Much rather see it right here against his buddies than against St. Thomas or Chaska in a week.
Get those kinks out.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing is all these kids are super competitive. They want to win at everything they do, which is going to make them, be a fun team to watch. But if you're going to make mistakes, now's the time to make those mistakes. So
pass in the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Little contact before the ball got there, but not sure.
I don't know if the officials don't have their flags, or that might have been a little OPI, to be honest with you. I think the offensive guy got some pretty good push there.
So green and gold night wrapping or winding down here. We got, if you said 8:15 is a hard stop, we got about 20 minutes left. Some red zone offense right now. The boys really going to need to get in the end zone this season. They got a strong defense, but the numbers, the points are going to be critical, especially some of these games. They're going to be licking their chops to come back and show Mayo.
Yeah, a little.
And what's it called? The Addison? Tell me about the rivalry cup that's been missing.
Oh, the jug, the Addington jug.
Addington, there you go.
Yeah, named after former activities director Gary Addington. So basically it's kind of a rotating trophy that pretty much if you sweep the town, you get the jug.
Okay, so if you end up splitting, then no jug awarded. Is that how I understand it?
I think, don't quote me on it, Bodie.
Sure.
I'm not 100% positive on how that works. It could be. I thought it was you kind of had to sweep but then I also heard that it's if you're playing the team who happens to have it at that time,
you can take ownership.
and then you win, you take ownership of it. So I'm not 100% positive on which one it is. I'm not sure. So
that I think both make sense.
Yeah,
I like the one where it's a king of the hill thing, where it's whoever has it, you knock them off, you get it. That would be my vote, but either way, it's just going to be great to have those games.
Yeah, for sure.
Back on the schedule.
Yeah, like I said, they're all tough. I mean, they're not. People can say, "Oh, Mayo is dropping down to 5A," but there's a lot of programs in 5A that would, be able to do what we did the last 2 years and, have some success as well. What do you got going on over here? All right. Like I said, the 9th graders are hanging in there. All right, so we had the first squad offense score there on that down. Now we're back. Run play. That
wrapped up immediately.
Went nowhere.
Pressure, got right through the middle.
Yeah, one thing it's hard to tell when you're down here on the sidelines where that pressure is coming from. You can't, I don't know if that was just purely caused by the D line and or if there was a little stunt or some pressure that was brought there. So, like I said, even as a coach, you're a competitive person. So I'm sure Coach Grimsrud getting scored on there, he kind of wants to now give his defense a little bit of pride in coming out here and having a big stop here.
Here's Kukla and Canfield shifting to the far side of the field. Peterson's going to move his running back to his right, and from the shotgun pistol formation, take the snap, pump fake, and then throws it to space where no receivers were there. Probably the nearest player was a D-back. Safety coming over, but
I wonder if we saw like a linebacker or a corner get a jump on the route that he wanted to throw to and just didn't want to then take the chance of somebody getting a good jump and having an interception there.
So, Rob, this season, your son Brody, is this your youngest football player? You got younger than this coming up. I know you've been a part of the program.
I got a ninth grader
Okay.
over there. Griffin is our ninth grader. So
you're around for a while.
yeah. So a freshman and a senior. So. Yeah, and unfortunately for the scrimmage, Unfortunately for the scrimmage on Saturday, the varsity is going to be at the high school playing, and then the ninth grader at a separate park. So probably going to have to do a little bit of a divide and conquer. I think the varsity will probably be filmed, so I'm guessing I'll probably spend more of my time over at the park with ninth grade to kind of watch that, and then come home sometime on Saturday. And it's been one of the pleasures of being a dad. These two, both Brody and Griffin, enjoy watching film, so we'll come home right away, and I'm guessing sometime tonight we'll probably get home and even pull the YouTube up here and probably watch a little film and kind of give them some fatherly advice.
Awesome. Well, I saw a hold there in the line. I'm not sure if that's one that's going to want to be reviewed.
Oh, yeah. Well, that will definitely, and that was, I believe that was my child.
It did come from the center of the line, so I had a feeling it might have been.
I think Caleb got inside him there, and I think Brody knew if he didn't probably get that right hand on his jersey, Caleb was probably going to let Isaac know that he was around. So, yeah, just got to take a better first step there and kind of get his hips sealed. But Caleb Loomis going to be a junior, just incredibly strong, 1,000-pound club kid. So just super strong kid. Well, actually, you know what? That's not Caleb, because now Caleb's back playing guard. So I'm not quite sure who that was that got some good push there at the center. There we go.
Pass
we got
right
him.
side, and through the hands. I think that might have been Hagen.
Yep, 6 is Hagen. I think that lines up with his the varsity jersey.
Going to see a lot of attempts his way, and he's a outstanding defensive player as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that wasn't Noah. I don't know. You know, you're around these kids.
Oh,
so
Max Durgan.
Oh, is that Durgan? Okay, yeah, I was going to say, because you're around these kids so much that you kind of learn how they run, and that definitely was not Noah's run. So yeah, you're right. That is Max. That lines up. Yeah, I think he's number 6 in the season as well too.
Durgan lineup split right. It's like same set, 2 running backs, 1 each side of Peterson. He's going to hand the ball this time to Majerus. Going to cut back in the middle.
No, I do think that's the Max Erickson.
That's Erickson.
Yep,
okay.
Yep. I think Lincoln is solid number 3. I think you can see that on his jersey. Yeah, he's in there, but he's at the fullback position.
I took a shot, 50-50 chance, and I was wrong. Nice run there by Erickson.
Yeah, and once again, it's those kinds of things when you got a kid like Isaiah that leaves the program. You know, you just got to come in and do what you can do and be the player that you are, not and don't sit there and think you got to produce what Isaiah did last year, because that's hard for anybody to do. Winona State's got a great person and football player.
Play action, pass to the right
Nice.
side.
Very nice play. That's Wernerberg. So that would be Gavin Wernerberg, number 11. I think that matches up with his varsity.
6-foot senior, 190 pounds, Wernerberg. I've known that family for a long time, but I when Nate was on the broadcast last year, I was like, well, this is the first time I think I've ever had to officially pronounce your last name, and I'm going to butcher it. But, having a last name that gets butchered all the time, I don't really feel that bad.
No, I'm sure Nate's probably been used to it, especially in the away games. They're fun to listen to how those people announce his names.
Sometimes that's how nicknames are born.
Yeah. A lot of burger, like Wernerberger.
Yeah.
So we hear that a lot. All right, we got trips right. We still got Isaiah here. Got Brody Schmidt in the backfield.
Yeah, solid number 5. That won't be hard to miss. Man coverage, as you mentioned. Let's see how they can take advantage of it. And
Very
going
well
left
blocked.
side, yes.
Oh, shoot, we had it too. I don't know if that was design back shoulder, but if it was design back shoulder, it was definitely there. That corner was bailing.
That was Wernerberg again. Yeah. Well, timing route.
So I think my freshman just threw an interception.
Not on camera. Might might be easier to forget.
Yeah, unfortunately, the freshman, Lucas Ryan, has kind of been their quarterback for years. You can see him out here. He's got a multicolored cast on. He got hurt in practice. And they were kind of asking for some number 2s. Griffin's always kind of played receiver, but coaches kind of asked him if he'd at least give it a shot. So I think he's had 2 days practice at quarterback, and so trying to learn that position.
Looked like a fumble on that play, so they're going to want to get this next one. Let's take a look at it, actually. That next play after is the most important play.
That's right, yeah.
So we'll see how.
Came home and he was telling me that it is by far the hardest position he's ever played in any sport. So he plays hockey and he's a 400 runner for track, but he said it's the hardest thing he's had to do is just to kind of figure everything out and know what you got going on. And
yeah, early everything has got to be moving 100 miles an hour for him. Pressure got to him. Yeah, little snap, took a little bit to get there. Varsity side Canfield with a nice pickup. Going back the other way, but yeah, quarterback. Physically and mentally taxing position.
all right, well, there was their break. Yeah. So that must be close to 8:15, or maybe he's
8:04.
Okay, so
official time.
That's typical football time. You need 10 minutes to kind of talk to them and
Yeah.
go over everything with them. So I'll now grab Coach Holcomb as he's going to – oh, maybe they're not done. I don't know what's going on. It's only 8:05. Maybe they're going to –
Yeah, we'll let things
could be maybe they're going to go second team or just give them some water because it's humid out here.
Yeah, nice little breeze coming through up here, but you can feel the humidity. These storms that we've been getting don't seem to be clearing any of that away. So on the horizon, we got more scrimmages this weekend, and then the season opens on the road August 28th at Chaska. And then right back here on September 5th against St. Thomas Academy. That one's has some excitement that I didn't know about. As you mentioned, Joe T's on the coaching staff at St. Thomas Academy.
Yeah.
That gets me excited. And then at New Prague, September 12th. And then at home against Northfield. That is homecoming. That's September 19th.
Yes.
Obviously, homecoming is going to be a big one. Want to win on homecoming. Northfield is an opponent. It's been probably a few seasons since we faced them as well, has it not?
I do remember our last year in 5A, which would have been my son Tate's senior season. So that would have been the 21-22 school year. So the 2021 football season, we did play Northfield that year.
Okay. And then 9/26, September 26, on the road, but in town, that's at Century. And, kind of the thing that happened for me as well, being in 6A, is it took JM and Century kind of out of my periphery, and I haven't really been paying attention to their seasons. Do you know how they've been doing as of late?
Yeah, I mean, I think JM, competed for the section championship game against Owatonna last year.
There you go.
So, had a really, really good squad. Century had some struggles last year. I don't think they won a game. But, yeah, so I think they're, know some of the seniors over there, and they got some good seniors over there, so expecting to kind of bounce back. And JM as well has got some good seniors and then some young kids too. So I think they're going to be right back in the mix again.
So those crosstown rivalries will be back-to-back weeks. The first one, 9/26 at Century, and then right here at home, October 3rd versus John Marshall. That's the one that I think most of the town is probably excited about.
Yeah, I'm guessing that, like I said, that game will be pretty packed. Nice little bootleg there by Peterson, and got rid of it just like he should. You leave that defensive guy on the edge unblocked, and if he doesn't bite, then you got to get rid of the ball like Isaac did. If he does bite, then Isaac's got a lot of room to kind of take the ball himself and go.
Set up again here, 1st and 10. Yeah, the scrimmage winding down, 8:07. A couple more plays, and then, I don't know, I'm going to call it a success. The microphone's coming through loud and clear. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think as long as, for some reason, the scoreboard side, as soon as I get close to that 20 or even, a little 15-ish, it starts to get spotty on me.
It might be frequencies. The scoreboard's got to have a lot of things happening. Right?
True.
Because I think the signal from the booth is probably sending it remote, however it's communicating would be my guess. It might be interesting to find out if I can't see what channel they're on. That might give me some insight choosing a better channel for the in-ear monitor. I think the microphone's going to do a good job of just finding a clean channel.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's on like the thing, the actual Daktronics kind of scoreboard thing. If it's if
maybe it's standard.
Because they use the same one like at a hockey rink or something like that. So I don't know if it's on there somewhere which frequency they're on. So. All right, so 2nd down and goal.
Trips
Not
left.
a lot happening on the run there.
Peterson looks right and then quickly back to left, throws it to look like a spot.
Yeah, just kind of threw it to that spot that had his inside receiver there running a quick little slant and just couldn't convert. So 3rd and goal here. Let's see what the defense has.
Yeah, timing route looked right and then immediately got rid of that ball. So if they can get that one clean up, those quick strikes, those slants over the middle or whatever, dangerous. So 3rd down, right hash. Spotted on the 10-yard line. It's like 2 left. Single receiver right. Oh, here comes a slot receiver as well. It's Miskowski and
The twins on both sides.
Miles Kronig.
Got motion to trips. It's gonna be
I'm not sure that motion was expected. The handoff ended up being right on top of the motion there, so just a lot of traffic there. Is he supposed to beat him and then be a blocker maybe?
Yeah, I'm guessing
Yeah.
just kind of, you want to kind of
Timing was
fake
a
that
little
jet
off.
motion a little bit, make teams think you got a jet sweep coming, and then maybe you'll suck a linebacker out a little bit and then come right back underneath with a handoff, and then that jet motion just becomes a lead blocker that's got a little speed to him. All right, 4th and goal. This is something the Spartans are going to, have to face at some point in time this year. So both sides of the ball. So let's either way, we're going to be winners here, but let's see which side comes out victorious.
Single receiver to the right and then a tight trips left. Single running back. Peterson takes the snap, goes to the right side.
Oh, that's definitely going to draw some laundry in the. I think, holy cow, that defensive back had his shoulder pads the whole route.
You could see his right shoulder
Yeah,
open up too
yeah.
before the ball got there. So
Yeah, I think the officials are letting them know right now that in the season that would definitely be.
yeah, giving him the verbal flag,
yeah.
but no reason to throw laundry out on the field.
No. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how that works at like the college programs and the NFL programs.
Hey, look at this. It looks like they're giving a flag. No, it looks like Coach Prevey just grabbed 3 yellow flags.
Oh no, he grabbed the.
Oh, okay. Towels.
The helmet toppers.
Oh, is that what they were? Okay,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
same color. I was
Yes.
like, it looked like he was going to hand flags to the refs.
Yeah.
All right, so here's a play from the 10-yard line reset. Peterson finds some space on the left side, catch, completion, and
Had
into
some
the
time.
end zone goes Brock Lamers. If the numbers match.
Yeah.
Recognize that name from hockey.
Yeah, I mean that's something too. Try to get more hockey kids to be football players. It's I truly think and hey, you got some summer workouts going. I know that some of the hockey kids were coming in after the football kids and doing some summer workouts, so that was good to see that they were getting in workouts. But yeah, I mean it's just anytime you can get bigger, faster, and stronger, it's going to help you in all of your sports.
Yeah, absolutely right. Canfield and Hagen, both hockey players as well.
Yes,
Handoff
yeah.
up the middle. Brody Schmidt. Baseball, I know there's some baseball players on there, maybe some basketball players. I'm not sure if.
Yeah, Isaac Peterson's a really good basketball
There you
player.
go.
That's what he's trying to go play collegiately is basketball.
Okay, I
And,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Wernerberg, he was a basketball player. I believe.
Wernerberg was in his youth. He now focusing kind of more on
wrestler,
baseball.
too, yeah.
His younger brother's a wrestler. Yep, Cameron's a wrestler. But yeah, I mean Majerus, good baseball player. John Muller, one of the starting offensive linemen, defensive linemen. He's a good baseball player. You got kids like Caleb Loomis, phenomenal wrestler. Max Durgan, 3-sport athlete, just caught a touchdown.
Quick strike, yeah.
So-
for 6, number 6, Max Durgan.
All right, so that must be it for sure this time. Maybe the 9th grade going to get in one more play.
Let's take a peek. 8:13 on the clock. Looks like last play on the freshman side. Ball right around the 8-yard line. Snap and handoff, right side, still on his feet, number 14, and whistled down. Not sure that end was going to wrap him up. He got away, but whistle came in right away. So, green and gold game coming to an end here.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely grab surely Coach Holcomb to talk a little bit and see if I can grab a player that's still going to stay in the round and maybe talk to a few of those guys about what they thought. And and to me, this is kind of what it's all about right here. Is you got your seniors going down to combine to make sure that they include the 10th graders and the 9th graders, and the seniors and juniors want to make sure that those underclassmen know that they're part of this family, and so it's an awesome thing to see when you can have this many kids getting ready to listen to Coach Holcomb here.
So I have a feeling, since left and right the range is pretty good, you might have about 15 yards out into the field that you might be able to go. If you want to test that,
I'm going to definitely test that too. Yeah,
see how far out you can get.
See how far I can get out there. Or won't make Coach Holcomb come to me. So.
And I think one thing we want to remember too, Rob, is during the broadcast we want to we don't want to wait 10 minutes after post game things on the live stream. Let it run 10 minutes. We might want to grab interviews like immediately if we can.
Yeah, that might be a little difficult just because I know coaches like to do these kinds of things right after a game. But what I might do is instead of Coach Holcomb right after the game, I might grab like Coach Smiley or Coach Urban or Coach Grimsrud or somebody like that, to kind of talk to them about it. I know. I think Coach Holcomb said he actually might be up in the booth this year.
Interesting. Okay.
And he's always like that, ever since he was offensive coordinator over at RCTC. I think he just likes seeing the game from up there. He kind of sees what the defense is trying to do, and so I think he might, be up there. And once again, as a head coach, when you go up there, like I said, it just is a testament to the trust that you have, in your assistant coaches on the sidelines, and So we'll see. We'll see what comes that first home game against St. Thomas. Where is it going to be on the sideline or up in the booth?
Sounds good.
But yeah, I'll try to grab somebody, right away after. So yeah, we don't have to stay, keep the broadcast going for forever.
Pretty good look at center field or center field, midfield.
Midfield. There you go.
Of some outstanding young men, part of this Mayo football program. Bunch of coaches out there, the ones that support. As you mentioned, Rob, can't thank the coaches enough. Comes down from the leadership, head coach Donnie Holcomb, but all those names that you mentioned, the support around it, not just coaches, family.
We got Coach Smiley making his way over here. I'm gonna grab him. Coach Smiley, Green Gold games in the books. What stood out to you?
I think that there's always, you come away with things that you wanna clean up and things like that, right? We're only 8 days into practice, not even. So it's a lot of positive things because of the leadership of this senior group, and there's a lot of guys looking good out there, and we're just like kind of geared up. It's always about the next step here. What can we do to be ready for? We're looking at Saturday and then next week. So I think it was good.
Good. Talk a little bit about Saturday. You're going to see 3 other teams, and like you said, kind of gives you an opportunity to see what these guys got against some other jerseys.
Yeah, I think that scrimmages are always exciting because you get to finally hit somebody that's not the same color as you. You're going against your buddy every single day, so we finally get to go against somebody else. But then again, the scrimmage, our mindset is like just finding out who's going to be ready to go on Friday nights. For the most part, there's a lot of guys that we know can go and whatever, and it's about finding out who those for us up front. It's who's that number 6 and number 7 guy that are going to be going in for us Friday night. So we're looking at a lot of young guys getting a lot of reps so that we can see who's prepared coming into next week because it's going to be here faster than you know.
Yeah, as you know, coaching the big boys up front, that you gotta have that. So what was some takeaways from the O-line today?
We have a couple of new plays that are going to be held a little bit secret here, but we did run them a couple times tonight that look really good and I'm excited about. The thing is that every year you go through, you kind of have to re-identify who you are up front. You lose a couple of key guys and you get other guys stepping up. So our line, even though we have 4 guys that are returning to play for us this year, is completely different looking line than the group that we had last year. So I think we are reestablishing that identity up front and pulling each other too. And we know we know really the success and failure of this team rides with the big boys up front. Like, if we score, we score. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward with that group having some fun and doing that stuff this year. Awesome.
Coach Smiley, love you, buddy. Thanks for the time. See you on Saturday. Coach Jared Smiley, O-line coach for the varsity program, is appreciative of him giving us some time. I'm going to see here if I can grab a couple other people.
That was very, very clean, Rob, with you facing me.
Okay.
It didn't break up like it used to, so
Good.
I think that
Good.
was a successful first attempt. Let's try another one.
Yeah, I'm going to grab Coach Urban. So we got Coach Corey Urban right here, wide receiver specialist. Oh, genius. Talk a little bit about the green gold game. What'd you like on offense, Coach?
I like to see that people are competing. I like to see all the guys getting out there in positions, especially wide receivers, and seeing, hey, do you know your routes? Are you running them 100%? Things we get to look at and film, go back, and just get better. But all these kids out here did an awesome job. They competed. They had fun. They're getting ready and geared up for 1 week away, baby.
1 week from tomorrow. We'll see you on Saturday, Coach. Good
All right.
job. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
everything. Yep. I'm going to garner out here, so it looks like, some media guys already got to Coach Holcomb. So, but I am going to keep just wandering out here. Maybe I'll get a little further. I see Coach Nick Hagan. Maybe I'm going to go over and we'll talk with Coach Hagan. And I'll start with Lincoln Majerus here, senior running back linebacker. Lincoln, kind of first green gold game here. What did you guys think? How'd it go?
We went well. We strung together. Looking great. I got to fix up some mistakes, but otherwise we're looking good.
So now Saturday, kind of get to go against some other jerseys. It's early morning, but what are you looking forward to on Saturday?
I'm just ready to hit someone else. It's not our own team. Fly around, have some fun with the boys.
Good. 1 week. Let's get ready. We'll see you on Saturday, buddy. Good job.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Lincoln Majerus, senior running back, linebacker. So had a good scrimmage today, and definitely will be needing him. I'm going to see if we can. All of them are kind of in a big huddle over here. I don't want to kind of step in the middle of the huddle. They're talking to their coaches, getting a little coached up and stuff like that. Maybe just grab either one more or grab Coach Holcomb. So there, Coach Holcomb's free now.
Outstanding clarity in that mic, though. Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Much better.
gonna have Coach Holcomb kind of stay out there by the numbers, and I'm gonna kind of talk to him out here by the numbers.
See how far
if
you
we
can drift, yeah.
we get here. So, all right, head coach Donnie Holcomb. Coach, first green and gold game. We got Bodie up there in the booth. What an awesome environment. People don't know. I was talking to Mike earlier about all the new stuff and everything, and thanks to the Touchdown Club and for all the work that you do and everything. But what did you think of the first green gold game?
I thought it was really neat. It was great to see so many people out here to check it out and support the program, and I thought the kids did a great job, and we got our goal accomplished.
Good. So now moving into Saturday, that's the next step. You're going to see 3 other teams. What are you hoping to, take away from this and then get ready for Saturday?
Honestly, what Saturday is about is we give the kids an opportunity to go out and show us where they're at and what they can do. That's what we did tonight. We'll evaluate the film and give them another chance to fix mistakes and make corrections, but it's not about scoring TDs or keeping them out really right now. It's just about seeing how we function as a group to get ready for week 1.
Well, just to let you know, on our end, it was a success tonight. This thing worked great. Broadcast was awesome. The internet speed, Bodie said, was sweet. So
You guys are awesome.
Super excited about what we got coming this year, Coach, and thanks for your time, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you guys.
All right, head coach Donnie Holcomb. All right, Bodie, I think that's going to do it for me. I'm going to head up your way here and drop off the actually, you know what? I am going to grab one more. I'm going to grab Coach Lazoya here. Come here, Coach. This is former alumnus, Coach Israel Lazoya, one of the 9th grade coaches. We didn't get to spend too much time down there, Coach. Tell us a little bit how the 9th graders, 10th graders look down there.
I thought there was a lot of intensity out there. The boys who came to play. I'm excited for this season. Varsity, JV, 8th grade, 7th grade. We're all going to have a good season. I can feel it.
Yeah, talking with Coach Holcomb, it sounds like I know, just having a son on team, you got some good numbers on 9th grade, but also at the lower levels got some pretty decent numbers. So what do you think, how does having kind of the program that Coach Holcomb runs help make sure that we're, get those kinds of numbers at our lower levels?
Well, first of all, Coach Holcomb's a GOAT. So, playing for Coach Holcomb and coaching for Coach Holcomb, it's been a great thing. So everything is falling like it's supposed to, and everybody's working hard. So we're happy with it.
Awesome. Well, I know you got Saturday coming up. Wish you the best of luck, and then we'll see you around some games. Thanks, Coach.
Yes,
yep. All right. That was Coach Israel Azoya, one of the 9th grade coaches out there. So it's looking like he saw some good things that he liked on the 9th grade level well. So, Bodie, thank you so much. This was awesome. Just like they're going to go back and assess some film and watch some film and make some changes and corrections, we'll do the same thing. But I hope this is going to be a super fun thing that people are going to enjoy this year is some sideline perspective.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us. We have live streams just around the corner. We'll be here that first home game. Spartans start on the road at Chaska August 8th, but on September 5th right here. Make sure you tune in. Watch for the Shield each week.